I'll never forget that evening. I needed fresh air to relax, so I decided to hike the Valkeaper Trail alone. My brother Luca had told me about it. A dense forest, ancient oaks, forgotten clearings, and a few abandoned wooden cabins hidden among the branches. "Be careful," he said, "but it's an incredible place at sunset." I set out shortly after 6, the sun low on the horizon, the sky purple. Each step crunched through dry leaves and exposed roots. The first few minutes were almost relaxing. The smell of resin, the light wind, the birds. Then everything changed. The birds stopped singing, the wind died down, and the forest seemed to hold its breath. I heard a rustling behind me. I turned. Nothing. Only trees. The path became narrow, winding. The shadows lengthened as if the trees were getting closer. Then the clearing. In the center, a small wooden house, ajar, old, overgrown with moss. The smell of damp wood and mold. The door creaked when I pushed it. Inside, the air was cold, thick with dust and something undefined. On the overturned table, broken cups, a folding chair and a grey blanket. Near the fireplace, a notebook with yellowed pages. All repetitions of the garbled words, "Go, go, go." I realized someone had been there recently. I decided not to linger. I returned to the path, but the forest seemed changed. The curves were longer, the trees closer. I heard light footsteps behind me. I turned, nothing. I accelerated, tripping over protruding roots. Panic grew. I reached a small bridge. A cold wrist squeezed me like thick air. I screamed and freed my arm. Finally, lights in the distance. A car with 2 policemen. I told them everything. My backpack was gone. In the days that followed, the forest seemed normal, but I saw it differently. I decided to return, this time with Luca. We wanted to understand what I had seen. The little house was there, with disturbing details. Glass panes that reflected the light like eyes, roots like veins, a basket full of rodent bones and buttons. We explored room by room. Each room contained mysterious objects. Kitchen, rusty pots with traces of ash, a broken knife. Bedroom, threadbare blankets, traces of human excrement and dry leaves. Table, notebooks with incomprehensible symbols, obsessively written lines. Fireplace, black incisions, signs of recent burns. Outside, stone circles with lit candles, indecipherable incisions. An acrid smell of burning rose from the earth. Small rustling sounds surrounded us. Shadows moved fluidly between the trees. During the night, with generators and flashlights, the tension mounted. The stove suddenly groaned. The candles all went out at once. The walkie-talkies crackled with incomprehensible words. A black figure appeared briefly in front of the door. The cameras recorded thin shapes emerging from the undergrowth, bending down, waving at the camera and disappearing like mist. The next day, the detective confirmed, "Valkeaper has received reports of objects moving on their own, mysterious voices. We can't explain, but we can't rule anything out either." A month later, my backpack appeared 5 kilometers away, perfectly closed except for a torn page that read, "Go away." A few days later, I received an anonymous message, a photo of the little house at night. In front of the door, a shadow darker than the darkness. Below, one word, "Come back." I will never go back alone. Some nights, the rustling and whispering still haunt me, and I know that little house hides something that can't be explained.